Have you ever laid in bed with your body exhausted, but your mind feeling like a meeting room on a Monday? Thousand thoughts, worries, memories, to-do lists. Everything but peace. So it is. The truth is that even when the world slows down outside, inside we continue to accelerate. And that's where the problem lies, we can't turn it off. And sleeping, which should be a time of rest and healing, becomes an invisible marathon of insomnia, tension, and anxiety. But what if I told you that there was a simple and deeply transformative way to make peace with sleep? That you can fall asleep feeling light, safe, and in perfect harmony with life? This is not just a beautiful promise, it is a possible practice. With mindful breathing, guided visualizations, and relaxation techniques, you can teach your body to let go and your mind to trust. What's more, you can use bedtime itself as a ritual of self-care, healing, and transformation. In this guide, you will discover how small actions before closing your eyes can change the quality of your sleep and your life. You will learn to cultivate presence, silence mental noise, access the power of the subconscious, and reconnect with your vital energy. All of this in a light, practical, and accessible way, even for those who have never meditated in their lives. Get ready to dive into an experience where relaxation is not a luxury, it's medicine. Where breathing becomes an anchor, imagination takes you to places of peace, and the energy of healing begins to act silently, like a gentle wave. Because yes, you deserve to sleep peacefully. And yes, everything is really working out for you. You just need to learn to listen, let go, and trust. Have you ever stopped to notice how the body always gives signals before the mind understands what is happening? Sometimes the chest tightens, the stomach turns, the shoulders contract. And we don't even realize it. Listening to your body is the first step to reconnecting with tranquility. It's as if he's whispering, "Hey, can you slow down?" When you start listening, something magical happens. Breathing changes, tension releases, and consciousness awakens. Internal silence begins to emerge naturally without forcing anything. At that moment, breathing becomes more than an automatic act, it becomes a bridge between external chaos and internal peace. Just watch the air coming in, going out, as if it were a gentle dance between you and the universe. You don't need to change anything immediately. Just feel. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly. With each exhalation, you invite your body to relax. And little by little, the mind begins to understand, here it is safe, here there is presence, here you can rest. It's curious how we spend the whole day breathing and only remember it when we're anxious, right? Yes, but conscious breathing is one of the most powerful ways to access the now. It anchors you in the present where well-being lives. When you breathe in with intention, you are telling your body, everything is okay now. And that changes everything. The subconscious understands this gesture as a message of self-care and begins a subtle healing process. Want to test it now? Sit or lie down comfortably, close your eyes and breathe very slowly. As you breathe in, mentally repeat, "I am at peace." As you exhale, say, "I let go of what does not serve me." Do this for 3 minutes. It's simple, free, and deeply transformative. With practice, this technique becomes a refuge. Imagination also comes into play, helping to create an internal space where there is only calm and security. When you begin to observe yourself kindly, something inside you changes. Haste gives way to presence. The tension, the lightness. The body stops being just a means of locomotion and becomes a temple of wisdom. In this silent listening, we access our vital energy. It's as if life itself starts to whisper, relax. I'm taking care of everything. And then, my friend, sleeping is no longer a challenge. It is an invitation to reunion. A good trick is to mentally scan your body from head to toe, noting where there is stiffness. Without judging, just feeling. This simple exercise increases body awareness and opens up space for deep relaxation. Each part of your body is a piece of your story. Treat it with care. Sometimes, just by noticing the tension, it starts to dissolve. And that is presence in action. The body responds quickly when it realizes that you are really paying attention. If you want to enhance this moment, try using soft sounds in the background. It could be the sound of the sea, Tibetan bells, or Indian flutes. They help to quiet the mind and induce an almost hypnotic state of calm. Combine this with rhythmic breathing and you will be beginning a meditation ritual. The sensation is like entering a cocoon of peace, where everything slows down. And then anxiety loses strength, sleep approaches, and well-being flourishes. This deep listening to the body is like opening a secret door inside yourself. There is no complicated technique, nor does it require perfection. It's just you, the air, the now. And in this simple gesture of attention, a great transformation begins. Sleep becomes more than just rest, it becomes a state of reconnection. A place where the soul aligns, the subconscious calms down, and the light of consciousness expands. Everything without rushing, everything at the right time. The journey of relaxation deepens when we begin to loosen the knots that the body accumulates without realizing it. Progressively, you can direct your attention to the muscles in your face that frown, the clenched jaw, the tense eyebrows. Releasing these small contractures is like releasing small anchors that hold you back to stress. Every sigh you release is an invitation for this lightness to spread little by little from the inside out. Breath and body go hand in hand like two old friends meeting for a quiet conversation. When you inhale, you collect energy and awareness. When you exhale, you give up what is no longer useful: tiredness, worry, any shadow that wants to disturb your peace. This alternation is the natural rhythm of life, and when aligned with muscle relaxation, it becomes a powerful remedy for well-being. It is a subtle dance which calms and anchors you in the present. The progressive relaxation technique is almost like a map that guides your body through previously unknown territory, from your tense shoulders to your fingertips, from your back to your neck. Imagine that with each muscle group you release, a little light of tranquility lights up inside you. Deep breathing helps sustain this sensation, transforming each exhalation into a breath of relief that spreads comfort. Thus, awareness deepens. Practicing this exercise regularly is an act of self-care, which signals to the subconscious that your body deserves attention and rest. This not only makes it easier to sleep but can also improve your quality of life. It is an invitation to reconnect with your presence. Feel your body without judgment and embrace the present moment. After all, relaxing is not just about turning off your muscles. It is about turning on the channel of healing and vital energy. A practical example? Start by gently squeezing your fist, holding the tension for a few seconds, and then slowly release it following the flow of your breath. Also do this with your shoulders, neck, and even your face. This alternation between tension and relaxation creates a contrast that highlights the difference and deepens the calming effect. Furthermore, you train the mind to perceive what is stored without needing words. Silence during this process is the best ally. It leaves room for your inner awareness to expand so that the visualization of a safe, peaceful space, which you will find later, begins to take shape. Silencing the mental noise is a step towards dissolving the anxiety that so often prevents us from finding the peace and restorative sleep we dream of. It all starts with simply breathing and relaxing. Don't force yourself to have an empty mind or relax your body immediately. The transformation happens in the time of your presence with patience and acceptance. Each deeper breath, each looser muscle is a small victory. It's like tuning an instrument before playing a song, preparing the ground for meditation and relaxation to settle in you naturally and deeply. And so, with this simple step of relaxing your muscles in sync with your breathing, you begin to feel the change happening. Energy flows freely again. The body finds safety in silence, and the mind stops being a battlefield and becomes a space of peace. This is when your journey to deep, restful sleep truly begins, and the transformation is just beginning. Imagination has unbelievable power when it comes to relaxation and transformation. Imagine now that you are diving in a peaceful refuge, an underwater sanctuary where time slows down and safety is total. It's like entering a bubble of silence and serenity, where each breath takes you deeper into a sense of peace. This mental space serves to block out the noise of the outside world and connect you with an inner calm that sometimes seems distant. In this place, you float lightly, almost effortlessly, rocked by the gentle waves and filtered light that dances on the surface of the water. It's as if every movement is an invitation to let go of your body and mind. Visualization works like a magic carpet that transports you away from anxiety, stress, and everyday hustle and bustle. Here, breathing harmonizes with the rhythm of the water, and imagination becomes a powerful tool for healing and self-care. As you explore this underwater sanctuary, your senses are heightened in a delicate way. You feel the temperature of the water, the muffled sound of your own movements, the softness of the seaweed touching your skin. This sensory immersion helps take the focus away from restless thoughts and increases awareness of the present moment. It is an internal journey where the mind can rest, free from external pressures and daily demands. The interesting thing is that this visualization does not require you to be an artist or have the talent to create perfect mental images. Just let your imagination flow, like a child who discovers a new world with each game. The more you practice, the easier it will be to access that place of peace whenever you need it. And the best part, it's available at any time. It's just up to you to take the first dip. Furthermore, this underwater environment functions as a symbol of safety and protection, like a cocoon where energy can recompose itself and healing can take place. Water, with its fluidity and transparency, represents transformation and emotional cleansing. Visualizing yourself in this scenario helps to dissolve blockages, release tensions stored in the subconscious, and renew vital energy calmly and gently. A practical exercise to start: close your eyes. Breathe deeply and imagine yourself floating in this calm space, feeling every detail with affection. Visualize the light passing through the water, the lightness of your body, and the feeling of being completely safe. If any thought tries to invade, just notice it and let it go, like a bubble that rises to the surface and disappears. This process reinforces presence and relaxation. This technique is not just for moments of formal meditation, can be used whenever you feel the need to escape stress or prepare for sleep. Whether in traffic, on a work break, or before bed, this small mental refuge is a powerful ally for cultivating well-being and inner tranquility. Over time, you will notice that it becomes a familiar place, a safe haven. Ultimately, this visualization is more than a simple exercise, it is a bridge between your consciousness and your subconscious. A direct channel to access the energy of healing and transformation. By diving into this underwater sanctuary, you are inviting your mind to let go of its restraints, your breathing to slow, and your body to find true rest. It is an essential step towards peace that goes beyond sleep. Imagine a soft purple light beginning to approach you like a silent, healing embrace. This light is not just a glow, it is an energy that passes through invisible layers of your being, aligning, cleansing, and strengthening. It's as if a well-being fountain lights up inside, illuminating the corners where tension and worry hide. This luminous presence helps to dissolve what no longer serves, creating space for transformation. You don't have to understand everything right away, just allow this light to flow, slowly penetrating like a river of energy that brings tranquility and security. It works at deep levels where consciousness often cannot reach, promoting a silent healing that happens behind the curtains of the conscious mind. It is the life force working for you even when the mind is silent and the body is relaxed. This light energy has a subtle but powerful effect. It connects with your energy field, that invisible shield that protects and nourishes. When this connection happens, you feel the presence of self-care intensify, as if the universe itself said, "I'm here, taking care of you." It is a feeling of peace that spreads slowly, involving each cell and strengthening the feeling of inner security. By imagining this light, you are also reinforcing a loving relationship with yourself. Visualization helps the subconscious register that it is possible to feel safe, loved, and in balance. This internal message functions as a silent affirmation that, repeated frequently, can transform old emotional patterns and alleviate deep-rooted anxieties. It is the energy of healing acting with delicacy and strength. Practicing this visualization is like opening a window to renewal. Imagine that each inhalation brings this light closer, while each exhalation releases what no longer needs to be there. Breathing becomes the channel for this flow, facilitating internal transformation. You can even combine it with small affirmations such as "I am light and healing," enhancing the effect and reach of this energy. Don't worry if the light image seems abstract at first. Over time, it will gain more clarity and presence, becoming a true ally for moments of silence and relaxation. The important thing is to let this energy flow naturally without resistance, welcoming whatever comes with love and patience. Every moment of connection strengthens your journey towards complete well-being. This purple light also symbolizes inner wisdom, that calm voice that arises when the mind becomes quiet. It doesn't require effort or struggle, just delivery. By tuning into this energetic frequency, you open space for a state of deep presence, where the body rests and the mind aligns with what is essential. It is in this state that restorative sleep sets in, inviting the subconscious to participate in the healing. Finally, remember, this energy is not something distant, it is part of you. It's there waiting to be accessed whenever you want. Allow this light to surround you like a soft, warm blanket, which caresses you without rushing, which welcomes you without judgment. Thus, meditation stops being just an exercise and becomes a sacred space for meeting your own essence and the source of transformation. Affirmations are powerful words that, when repeated with intention, reverberate in the subconscious, bringing subtle and profound changes. At that moment, you start to hear phrases like "everything is fine," "you are perfect the way you are," and "everything is falling into place." They function as seeds planted in fertile ground, cultivating security, self-love, and confidence in the flow of life. It is a gentle invitation for you to embrace your journey with serenity. The beauty of affirmations is that they require no intellectual effort, they go straight to the heart, connecting you to your essence. Repeating them helps to dissolve limiting beliefs and replace doubts with a feeling of worth and worth. Imagine that each word is a light that illuminates hidden corners of your being, where fears or insecurities often reside. Little by little, peace begins to fill these spaces. When you internalize these phrases, your subconscious begins to work in your favor, creating a mental environment where calm and confidence are the rule, not the exception. This invisible but powerful change even influences your sleep, which becomes more peaceful, restful, and full of meaning. The body feels this security and allows the transformation to happen like a flower that opens at the right time. It's important to remember that affirmations are not instant magic, they work best with practice and patience. Put them into your nightly ritual, for example, saying them in a low voice before closing your eyes. Notice how your body and mind begin to respond: greater relaxation, a feeling of acceptance, the alleviation of anxiety. It's a loving dialogue with yourself that can change your relationship with sleep. You can adapt these affirmations to whatever your heart is asking for at that moment. Need more reassurance? Say, "I am safe and secure." Want to remind yourself of your worth? Say, "I am worthy of love and peace." Feeling the real meaning behind the words is what makes them so effective. This sincere connection is what makes repetition such a powerful self-care tool. Repeating these phrases also creates a bridge between consciousness and subconscious, allowing positive messages to penetrate deeper within you, shaping emotions and attitudes naturally. It's like watering a plant daily. Change happens over time, gradually but constantly. The result: a calmer mind and a body more willing to relax. In addition, affirmations act as a balm for moments of doubt and fear, reminding us that life is constantly changing and that we are part of this greater flow. They help us cultivate presence, this loving attention to what is, without rushing or resisting. This attitude facilitates sleep and emotional healing, making each night an opportunity for renewal. Finally, allow yourself to surrender to these words. letting them penetrate your being like a soft light. Trust that by repeating these affirmations, you are aligning your energy with your deepest purpose, making space for everything to happen harmoniously. This surrender is an act of love and respect for yourself, the natural path to the peaceful, transformative sleep you deserve. We have reached the final stage of meditation, where everything that has been built so far gently settles within you. Now it's time to allow yourself to let go. Let go of the day, the demands, the thoughts, and even the need to understand everything. Sleep does not need to be forced, it comes naturally when there is space for it. And this space is born from relaxation, trust, and surrender to silence. As your body gently sinks into the mattress, your breathing remains calm, steady, like a calm tide that rocks you. Each exhale is a fond farewell to the day that has passed. Each inspiration is a welcome of the now. The moment of rest is sacred. It is where the subconscious begins to act, organizing emotions, promoting healing, and regenerating what needs to be restored, all without you needing to intervene. The feeling of security is fundamental here. It's as if the universe is saying you can rest, it'll take care of the rest. And yes, you can trust it. There is nothing left to do, resolve, or plan. Now just feel the comfort of the present, where everything is exactly as it needs to be. It is in this delivery that the silent transformation happens, without rush and without noise. You can reinforce this trust by repeating internally while I sleep. Everything is organized for my good. It's a way of reminding the subconscious that it can work freely, without blocks, without fear. This type of affirmation reinforces presence, activates self-care, and creates an internal environment conducive to deep sleep. A sleep that is not just rest, but also a portal to well-being. Here it is worth remembering that letting go is not giving up. It's choosing to trust. It's like dropping a leaf into the river and watching it drift away without trying to control it. You no longer need to hold the reins on everything. At this point, your only role is to allow. Healing happens in silence, in stillness, where light and energy flow with lightness and wisdom. Thoughts may arise, and that's okay. Don't fight them. Welcome it as if it were clouds passing in the sky. You observe, breathe, and let go. Consciousness remains soft, observant, but not attached. This creates space for the subconscious to take the helm, guiding you towards sleep with more tranquility and depth. Your body knows the way. Preparing for sleep can also become a ritual of caring for yourself. Dim the lights, listen to soft music, use scents like lavender or chamomile. All of this tells your body now it's time to slow down. This symbolic message, repeated daily, helps the brain understand that it is time to turn off external stimuli and dive into a state of peace and regeneration. Finally, remember, when you sleep, you are not disconnecting from the world, but rather connecting with your purest essence. It is during sleep that your body heals, your mind reorganizes, and your energy is renewed. Sleeping well is an act of self-care, presence, and respect for your process. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let everything continue to work out, even while you dream. Now that you have walked this journey of presence, breath, light, and transformation, stop for a moment and feel. Feel how your body responds to this care. As your mind starts to slow down, how your heart recognizes, even in silence, that something inside you has changed. It may be subtle, almost imperceptible, but this change is there. And it just needs continuity to flourish. Have you realized how much you deserve this quality rest? Have you ever stopped to realize how often you go to sleep carrying the weight of the world? Well, know the moment of sleep is sacred. It is there that your energy is reorganized, that the subconscious works, that healing happens out of sight. Sleeping peacefully is much more than resting. It is a profound act of self-care. Maybe you still have doubts, uncertainties, or that restlessness of someone who feels like they need to resolve everything before closing their eyes. But what if you tried to do things differently? What if, for one night, you simply trusted? Tell yourself, I let go. I surrender. I allow the universe to take care of what I cannot control right now. That, in itself, is already liberating. After all, when was the last time you went to bed with a peaceful heart? When was the last time you put aside your cell phone, the internal charge, the noise of the world, and decided that that night you would sleep in peace? Don't wait for perfect conditions. Start with what you have. A calm environment, a conscious breath, a soft affirmation whispered before bed, everything is working out for me. And you know what's even more magical? The more you practice this type of presence, the more your subconscious begins to collaborate. He gets the message. He responds. He reorganizes himself. Your sleep improves. Your mood improves. Your decisions during the day gain more clarity. And it all starts with small habits of relaxation, with loving attention, with this daily choice to slow down. Are you ready to transform your sleep into a true gateway to well-being? Are you willing to give your body and mind a chance to heal night after night? Because sleeping peacefully is not a luxury, it is a foundation. It is nourishment of the soul. It is the foundation of a lighter, more conscious life aligned with your essence. You deserve to live like this. Not just survive, to live. So, how about taking the next step? Save this meditation to listen to every night. Create your own ritual with scents, music, soft light, silence. Come back to this content whenever you need to remember that you are safe, that there is a greater force acting behind the scenes. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel, activate notifications, and follow each new content that can further expand your healing and reconnection process. Remember, every night is a new chance. Each breath is an opportunity to return to the present. Everything is falling into place even when you don't see it, even while you sleep, and when you truly awaken. Oh, the whole world begins to change with you.